As I was talking about prismatic evolutions again, and it seems like prismatic evolution cards are falling like a cake. Right now, the set value is $5,656, which is still high, don't get me wrong, but it is a fact that price has been falling since its all-time high, or even compared to a couple of weeks back. Yes, its all-time high was 8,000, which was already extremely higher than other Scarlet and Violet sets in and also Sword and Shield sets, which I think is still really amazing. It's still a very strong and resilient set, but if you did go into singles, you may be going through a bit of a correction, if you want to call it a crash at the moment. Right now, there's only two cards, well, above 300. Why I'm choosing 300? It's because before this, there was many cards above the 300 range. Pretty much all the evolutions were above $300 mark, and now we have Umbreon, which is close to going below $1,000, and then we have Sylveon, which is still holding strong, still clutching on to that 400, but it was above 500 at one point. And then essentially all the other evolutions, Espeon, Leafeon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Flareon, and Glaceon, are now dropping below 300. And Eevee is struggling to keep, above the 200. Now it's 144. Roaring Moon 187. The illustrator for the. Let's check over here. Shinji. Yep. Illustrator for Giratina. And yeah, it's okay. Umbreon Master Ball, $90. So am I worried about this set? Perhaps with the singles. I think the singles still have space to drop. I mean, over time, as time progresses, only more and more of these singles will be opened. And that's just the fact. More and more of these singles will be opened as people open more packs. So the supply of this would just continue to grow. And if demand can't keep up with supply, these cards would fall. So if you in the singles market and you were buying these cards up thinking that they were going up, you might be in some trouble at the moment. So that's for the singles market. However, if you were in the sealed products, then maybe it's not as bad. Okay, look over here. Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer Box. Yes, it drops below 100, but it's still in the high 90s. Booster bundles 58. Yep. Seals, don't get me wrong, seals are also dropping quite a lot. Sealed packs, $10. Mini tins 219. The SPC 201. Yes, it's rough. It is quite rough. But this is what happens. A set released with tons of hype starts off high, and then over time it drops. But it depends on which market you're in right now. Are you focused mainly on sealed or focused on singles? And I think over the long term, once the reprint cycle is done, then you can expect the sealed markets to do quite well. Because only after reprints would supply start to dwindle around and reduce as more and more of these products are opened, so that these prices will start to climb up. Singles, not so sure. Singles wise, you might find a few cards that will do really well after reprints, and it's probably going to be Umbreon. After the reprints, Umbreon will probably start doing very well because it will be opened at a slower rate because there will be fewer sealed products around. But with regards to other SRs, I can't say. I don't know. Maybe a few evolutions will also rise, but will it rise faster than the pace of the sealed products? We don't know. So for me, what I'm comfortable with doing, and this is not financial advice, this is just what I'm doing, is I'll probably place a stronger focus on the sealed products. And yeah, that's really what I'm going with. And just in the next couple of years, when reprints are still above, yeah, just be okay with the volatility and the movement in prices. Investing is a long-term thing, it's not short-term. And yeah, have fun also in the hobby. Okay, that's what I have. Catch you next time.